Hey you guys, I'm Teddy from BijuTeo Beading. It's springtime in my country and I feel like making flowers. And you also told me that you want me to use more Superduo beads or twin beads, the 2-hole beads. That is why I decided to make these beautiful earrings, and they are really easy to make. I will show you step by step. You could find the beads in any beading store, and the ear wires, they are not expensive. And with my instructions, I'm sure you're going to be able to make them in no time. So now, if you want to support me and make me do more and more beautiful videos, you could do several things. You could like, share and comment, and I promise I'll answer to all of your questions in the comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and if you hit the bell button, you'll be notified for my new upcoming absolutely free videos for fresh ideas. And what else you could do to make me happy is to share your beautiful work and that you did following my tutorials on my Facebook page. I'm always amazed by your creativity and how the colors could change jewelry piece beyond recognition. So if you have the time, share them, and I will share your work in the community tab of my YouTube channel. So now, thank you so much for watching. I will start with the list of the materials. Okay guys, and for this video what I'm using are two colors of 2-hole beads that could be twin beads or Superduo beads or Asmara beads, whatever brand you want. And I'm using seed beads that are 11 ohs, and here I'm using 6-0 beads for the center of my flowers in white color. And I'm using ear wires, use whatever type you want. I'm using monofilament that is 0.006 inches or 0.15 millimeters, and you could use other beading thread you like. And I'm using flat nose pliers to squeeze my monofilament to go through size 10 beading needle. If you use regular beading thread, you won't need the pliers because they are made flat and they easily go through size 10 beading needle. And I'm using scissors, and this is all I'm going to need. So now I'm going to take 3 feet of thread on my needle, which is about 90 centimeters, and I will start. Okay guys, and I'm back with 90 centimeters of thread, which is 3 feet, and I will start taking twin beads or Superduo beads or whatever you have, and I will start by alternating them. And I want 5 golden and 5 gray, so 10 in total. Okay, and I have my 10 here, 5 golden and 5 gray, and I'm alternating them. And I'm going to slide them down almost until the end of my thread. I will stick my needle in my mat, and here I want to make a knot. And I will make my knot by making something like a loop and going at least twice through the loop I've made. And then I'm going to pull. Now I have a beautiful circle of beads. Well, not so beautiful, but it will become a beautiful one, I promise. Okay, then I will go through some twins in this direction, and I will pull some more to make it tight. Okay, now I'm exiting from this gray bead from its inner filled hole, and I want to go through its empty outer hole. And with this move, guys, I'm going in my next row and I'm changing directions. Okay, so from here to here my thread goes. Okay, now I'm going to take one seed bead and I will go through the empty hole, empty outer hole of my next twin bead. Okay, then I will take one more white bead, go through the empty outer hole of my next twin, and I'm going to continue the same way around my circle here. I will do this off camera, and when I'm up to here I'll be back to tell you what's coming up next. Okay guys, and now I'm here where I'm adding my last seed bead, okay, just like that. And after I added my last seed bead, I'm exiting here out of this twin bead. You see where my thread is. And now what I want to do is go to the center of my work. And I need to go through this inner hole of the same twin bead I'm exiting out of. So my movement is like this and then like this, okay? Now I'm here in the inner hole of my twin bead, and I'm going to take one of these beautiful 6 o's. You could put round beads if you want. You could put 3 or 4 millimeter round beads, but here I will put 6 o's, and as I'm exiting from this bead, I will go through the opposite one, this one. If you can't say which is the opposite, just count from here 1, 2, 3, 4 and go through the 5th one. And you might want to go through the 5th one through its inner hole and in the same direction where your thread is pointing to. Okay, now this is what I have. You see my thread is originally pointing in this direction, so I'm going in the same direction. Okay, and now I have this bead in the center of my work. Okay guys, and now what I want to do is start attaching my next flowers here and here. And in order to do this, as I'm exiting from the inner hole, I want to go again through the outer hole. And I'm going through this golden one and through the next gray one. You see here how my bead is not the same in diameter. Here it's larger, wider, and here it's shorter. So from this side I have 2 twin beads. I'm going through the second one, and now it's easier for me to flip my work this way, and I will go through the seed bead after that. So I will attach one of my flowers here where the white part of my 6-0 is, and there are 2 beads. Okay, I will attach my flowers here one and here one from the 2 sides of my 2 beads at the larger side of my 6-0. Okay, now I'm going to take 3 seed beads. If you use round beads, it doesn't matter where you attach them. Okay, but now I want my 6-0 to be in one direction, to point in one direction. Okay, you will see what I mean. Okay, so I'm making here a right angle weave, and what I want to do is go one more time around this right angle weave. Now guys, I'm here after this white bead, and I want to take again 5 gray twin beads and 5 golden, but this time I will start my flower from the outside edge to the inside, just the other way around. That is why I will put seed beads in between them, but I will put not 10 seed beads but 9, because I will use this one as my 10th one. If you didn't understand anything, don't worry, I will show you what I'm doing. Okay, here I have a dark gray bead, so I want to make something like a checkmate effect. That is why I'm going to start with a golden, and I'm taking 1 golden and 1 seed bead, then a gray one and a seed bead, then again a golden and a seed bead, and I will continue doing this until I have 5 grays and 5 goldens alternating with seed beads. Okay, now I have 2 goldens and 2 grays, and I will continue adding beads, and I'll be back to show you what I have on my thread. Okay guys, and now I have all the beads I need. I have 5 golden and 5 gray beads alternated by 11 white seed beads. And if you want, you could pause this video and take exactly the same sequence of beads, then continue beading. And here I'm not adding seed bead. You see, I added 9 because this one I will use as my 10th. And now this is what I have. Okay, now it's easier for me to flip my work. Always flip your work the way it's easier for you. Then I will go through some beads in this direction. And I want to exit out of a twin bead, okay? You see what I have. I'm exiting out of this gray twin bead, and I will go through its outer empty hole, and then through the outer empty hole of my next bead, and through the outer empty hole of my next bead, and then through all of those beads. Pull it tight and connect them like this. Now you see, guys, I have the same flower here. I just need to add the central bead. And where I should add the central bead, I will flip my work again, okay, just like that. And I wanna go from this side, okay. Now I'm going to count 6 beads from this one that I'm exiting out of. So from this cross here I'm counting 6 beads, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I will go through the 6th one. Okay, now I'm exiting out of this golden bead. If you don't see, here is where my thread is from this hole. And what I want to do is take one 6-0, and I will go through the opposite bead, through this gray one. And how I'm finding the opposite, I'm counting 1 2 3 4 5 and going through the 5th one and in the same direction where my thread is pointing to. Okay, you see now how my beads go in the same, almost the same direction. You see, in this way. Okay, and now what I want to do is reach here at this seed bead, and I will take the shortcut through this cross here, through this cross 4 beads. So I'm skipping my next seed bead and I'm going through the following one. Okay, just like that. And I need 3 seed beads. Okay, and I'm going around in circle through here. And of course I will reinforce this joint here. Now guys, I will repeat all of those steps, but this time I will show you faster because I showed you one more time. So I'll take my beads and I'll be back. Okay, and I took all of my beads. Pause this video and see what I take. Here I have golden, that is why I'm starting with gray, and I'm adding 5 gray and 5 goldens alternated by seed beads, and I'm finishing with a golden twin bead. Okay, and now I will go through this here. 10th 11 seed bead, making my circle, and I will go through those 3 beads. I will go from the inner hole of this golden bead. Here is where my thread is, and then I will go back through its outer empty hole, and I will continue going through the outer empty holes of my beads, and I will turn them to the center of my work. Okay, and again I will count from this white bead. I will count 6 beads. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm going out of the sixth one, this gray one, and I will take 1 6 0, and I will go through the opposite bead. I'm counting 1 2 3 4. I'm going through the fifth one, and I'm going in the same direction where my thread is pointing to. So I'm basically repeating everything I did from this side. Okay, if you forgot how I did it or have difficulties, just go and watch again the video, rewind it, and you will see. Okay, now you see my 6/0 bead is in the same direction as those other two, and if you use round beads you won't need to think of the direction. You could go through the twins anywhere you want. Okay, so as I'm exiting from this gray bead through its center, I will go through its outer hole and through the next seed bead. You see, I'm here exiting out of this seed bead, and this is one seed bead away from these two crosses here of the right angle weave crosses, and I will take just one seed bead and go through this seed bead here. Then I will take one more seed bead and go through this one, and now what I need to do is reinforce this cross. Okay, now I want to add my ear wire, and I will add it here. Okay, now in order to do this, I want to go through some beads in this direction. If your thread is clear like mine, you could afford doing this. Instead of going around all of your beads, you could afford going here and exiting out of the central one, and then directly go through this one here. But if your thread is not clear, you could go around all of your beads and exit at this point. Okay, this way it won't show. Now I want to take 17 white 11/0. Okay, and off camera I took 17 beads. 4 by 4 is 16 plus 1, 17. Okay, then I will slide them down. And you see I'm going out of the inner side of this bead, which is one bead away from this cross, and I want to go through the opposite one. So let's say this one here. Okay, now this is what I have, and in my last step what I need to do is add my ear wire. Okay, and in order to add it, I will go through those beads here. And again, I'm saying that my thread is clear. If your thread is not clear, you should maybe make more roundabouts here between your beads. Okay, and my goal is to exit from this side. Now I want to count 9 beads from here. I'm not counting this first one, but I'm counting 9 from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is my 9th one, and I want to go out of it. This way I'm exiting out of my central bead, and I will have 8 beads from each side, and the central one I will use to attach my ear wire. Okay, so this is the central one here, this one. I'm pulling tight, and I will take one seed bead. I will take my ear wire and then one more seed bead. So this is what I have. And as I'm exiting from this bead, I'm going back in circle through it. Okay, this should be in the middle of my work. Okay, now off camera I will reinforce it several more times and I'll be back. Okay, and I reinforce this 3 times, and now I will go down, make some knots and cut my thread. Okay guys, now I'm here. I'm exiting out of this seed bead and I'm ready for my knots. And I'm making a loop. I'm going once, I'm going second time through the loop I've made, and I'm pulling, and I will continue doing this several more times, and when I'm ready I will go through my next seed bead and cut my thread, and this way my earrings will be ready. Okay guys, and when I continue doing this and I repeat all of those steps, I have a pair of beautiful earrings. They are flower earrings because the spring is coming, and I'm using these Superduos as you wanted, and you see what are other colors you could use for this beautiful work here. That is all from me, but if you want to support me and make me do more and more tutorials, you could do several things. You could like, share and comment, and I promise I'll answer to all of your questions in the comments. And you could also subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified for my new upcoming videos. And by sharing my content and liking it, you help me so much. Thank you for watching. Bye bye from me.